What's up, guys? Today I have a highly requested video, and it is how to mod your virtual Wii within your Wii U. So today I'm going to be teaching you how to install the Homebrew channel as well as USB Loader GX. Once you finish this video, you're going to be able to play Gamecube backups as well as Wii backups from an external hard drive. Now, if you've already got a Nintendo Wii that has been soft modded and you have a hard drive full of GameCube and Wii backups, you're going to be able to plug this into your Wii U when you're finished, load up USB Loader GX, and you're going to see something like this. If this is something you're interested in, then please keep watching. Just a quick disclaimer, I'm not responsible for your virtual Wii or your Wii U bricking. Please follow all the steps carefully and you will have zero problems. Once you've finished this guide, only add emulators to your apps folder. Do not change your virtual Wii theme and do not delete the Homebrew channel from your virtual Wii. Basically, don't change anything on your virtual Wii after following this tutorial and you will not brick. What you need to begin is number 1, a soft modded Wii U from part 1. Go ahead and check the description for my video tutorial titled How to Install the Homebrew Launcher and Mocha Custom Firmware on your Wii U. Now this will take your Wii U as far as you need to go to begin modding the virtual Wii. Number 2, you're going to need a way to add and remove files from your SD card, for example, a Windows PC, or you could probably get away with an Android phone or a tablet if you're using a micro SD with an SD card adapter in your Wii U already. Number 3, you're going to need at least 700 megabytes free on your Wii U SD card. This is because we're going to be making a NAND backup of our virtual Wii, and it's going to take up around 500 megabytes. Number 4, you're going to need a Wiimote, as the virtual Wii cannot be controlled without a Wiimote, so you're definitely going to be needing this. Optionally, you're going to need a thumb drive or an external hard drive for storing backups. Now, this has to be a different hard drive than the one you're currently using for Wii U games or Virtual Console games. You can use the same hard drive for GameCube games as well as Wii games. You might need one of these Y cable adapters for your hard drive, as the USB ports of the Wii U don't put out a lot of power and you might not be able to properly run backups from your hard drive. If you have an externally powered hard drive, that's even better, but you're going to need another plug, and maybe that's already hard to come across if you are powering your gamepad and your Wii U already from plugs. You also might want a GameCube controller with a Wii U USB adapter for playing GameCube backups. Now, this is going to work inside of our virtual Wii, which is pretty awesome, thanks to a program called Nintendont. I will be talking more about that soon, but it basically allows you to play GameCube backups. The last optional piece of equipment you might need here is a nunchuck for your Wiimote. Now this is for playing Wii U backups or GameCube backups if you don't happen to have a GameCube controller and a USB adapter. Alternately, I believe there is support for the Wii U Pro controller with Nintendont, and that is for playing GameCube backups. And you can also potentially use the Wii Classic controller. Go ahead and pull your SD card out of your Wii U and insert it into your PC. With your Wii U's SD card now inserted into your PC, go down to the description and download vWii files.zip. Once you have that downloaded, go ahead and right-click it and extract it to here. Now, this is going to give you 3 different folders and a boot.elf. You can go ahead and delete the vWii files.zip. Now, all you have to do is drag these into the root of your SD card. Now this is going to merge the 2 Wii U folders together and install a few more apps into your Homebrew launcher. Now the apps folder that is going onto the root of your SD card, this is for the Homebrew launcher we're going to be installing into the virtual Wii. So any of your apps that you would use in the virtual Wii are going to be in here. I have basically provided you with all the files you need to get Gamecube backups and Wii backups running on your Wii U. So now all you have to do is safely eject your SD card, and I'll meet you down on the Wii U. Remove your SD card from your PC. Insert it back into your Wii U. And go ahead and power it on. Once you've got your SD card into your Wii U and it's loaded up, go ahead and open up your internet browser and launch the Homebrew launcher. Once your Homebrew launcher has loaded, scroll to the right until you see whoophacks.elf and go ahead and load it. After WP Hacks has loaded, you should be looking at a screen like this. All you have to do is press the A button on your gamepad to back up your Me channel and inject WP Hacks. So go ahead and press A. Just let it run its course. It might take a few seconds. Once it's finished, it will reboot automatically, and it should take you back to the Wii U menu. Now that you're back on the Wii U menu, go ahead and open up the virtual Wii. Now you're going to need your Wiimote for this, so make sure you've got it hooked up, and you'll need your sensor bar unless you're going to be using the gamepad. I've got my Wiimote hooked up. I'm going to click TV and gamepad. Go ahead and press A on your Wiimote. Now you should be looking at your virtual Wii menu. Now, the Me channel has now become the Hack Me installer. So what you need to do now is run the Me channel, and this will boot us into the next part of our tutorial here. So you're going to see a screen like this for a minute telling you that this software should not be sold, and if you paid for it, go get your money back. And it's going to take a few seconds, but just keep waiting and you'll be given the option to press 1 on the Wiimote to continue. Go ahead and press 1 on your Wiimote to continue. Now you should just see a screen like this. Your only option is to press continue, so just press continue. Now go up to install the Homebrew channel. Now hit A on install the Homebrew channel. Go up to yes, continue. And it should be now installing the Homebrew channel to your virtual Wii. It was a success. I'm going to go ahead and hit A to continue. And now go down to exit and hit A again. Now this should load you into the Homebrew channel. Now all we have to do from here is press the home button on your Wiimote and then exit to system menu. When you're back on the virtual Wii menu, go ahead and click the Wii U menu. Now that you're back on the Wii U menu, go ahead and launch your internet browser again and open up the Homebrew launcher. Once you're back into the Homebrew launcher, go ahead and launch whoophacks.elf again. Once whoophacks has loaded, go ahead and press the B button to restore your Me channel. So press that and let it do its thing. Once it's finished, it should take you back to the Wii U menu. And congratulations, you now have the Homebrew launcher channel in your virtual Wii. So now that we have Homebrew in our virtual Wii, we need to get it ready to play Gamecube backups as well as Wii backups. Now to do this, we have to do a few installations within the virtual Wii itself. So go ahead and open back up the virtual Wii menu. Now, I was having a little bit of trouble getting my Wiimote to be number 1, and you do have to have it on number 1 for most of this, I do believe. So now that you are back into your virtual Wii here, go ahead and open up the Homebrew channel. Now that you've launched back into your virtual Wii's Homebrew channel, go ahead and scroll to the right until you see XYZZ, and go ahead and open it up. Hit load. Now, when you see this screen and you're prompted, go ahead and press A on SD card. And it's now dumped the OTP from my virtual Wii. Go ahead and press any button to exit. If you happen to get fatal errors or your Wii U freezes, just go ahead and restart the whole process. You might have to hard reset your Wii U by holding down the power button and or unplugging it. But you probably shouldn't have any of those problems. And now I'm going to go ahead and press the OK button. When you're brought back to the Homebrew channel, scroll to the left and look for Dump Me NAND and go ahead and load it. Now we're going to be making a NAND backup, and it's going to automatically start dumping your NAND right when you launch it. So this is in case anything ever goes wrong with our virtual Wii. We should be able to restore it using the OTP keys to decrypt this NAND, and then that will allow us to hopefully reinstall it or repair our virtual Wii if anything is wrong. So this might take 15 to 20 minutes, so I will catch in with you guys when it's finished. After your NAND finishes dumping, it should auto-load you back to the WiiU menu. So now that you're back here, go ahead and launch the virtual Wii again and go back into the Homebrew launcher. Now that you're back into the virtual Wii's Homebrew channel, go ahead and load up the program called Yet Another Blue Dump Mod. Once Yet Another Blue Dump Mod has loaded, you should be looking at a screen that looks like this. Now, all you need to do here, press A to use full hardware access. And now you should see something called System Titles. Go ahead and hit A on System Titles. Now we have to back up every single one of these iOSs. Now this is going to be a tedious process, but it needs to be done just in case anything goes wrong with our virtual Wii. So scroll down to iOS 9 and then press 1 to start backing it up. And then press over twice to go to backup to WAD and press the A button. And do you want to fake sign the ticket? Press the B button, no. And do you want to fake sign the TMD? Also press no. Now press any button to go back. And now you need to complete that process for all of these files. So I'll show you on the next one. Hit 1 on it. Go over, back up to WAD. Fake sign ticket, no. Fake sign TMD, no. When it finishes, hit any button to go back and go down to the next one. Now, I'll catch in with you guys when I finish the rest of these. No and no. Just a quick note, guys. Below number 00000022 here, there is a lot more of these. So make sure you press down and keep scrolling all the way down. They go all the way to iOS 80, and that's where you're going to stop. Once you've made it to the very last one, go ahead and press the home button to exit. When you've loaded back to the Homebrew channel, go over and look for D2X CIOS installer and go ahead and load it up. Now it should apply a bunch of things right here real quickly. It'll then take you to a welcome page that looks something like this. You can go ahead and press the A button. And this will take you to the CIOS settings. Now for this part, you will see Select CIOS and then D2X version 6. Go ahead and press right on the D-pad and change it until you see V10 Beta 52 and then DX2 version 10 Beta 52 - Virtual Wii. There's another one that's named similarly. You can see here it says alternate Wii at the end. You don't want that one. You just want the one that says Beta 52 - Virtual Wii. I'll press down on the D-pad, and on the next one, CIOS base, make sure it says 56, and then select CIOS slot 249. Now, all you have to do is press the A button now. Now that it's finished, go ahead and press the A button to continue. Now what you want to do is change select CIOS base over to 57 and then select CIOS slot 250. Now go ahead and press the A button. Now that it's finished, go ahead and press the A button to continue. And now scroll up to CIOS base and change it to 58 by pressing right on the D-pad. And now CIOS slot, change it to 51. Go ahead and press the A button. And now you're done. Go ahead and press the B button to exit. Now that you've returned to the Homebrew channel again, you're going to look for iOS 236 installer version 8 mod. And you're going to go ahead and load it. Once it's loaded, it's going to patch a few things. Go ahead and press any button to continue. It should then begin installing. Just go ahead and let it do its thing. There we go. Press any button to exit. Once you're back at the Homebrew channel yet again, go to the right and look for yet another WAD manager and go ahead and open it up. Go ahead and press the A button to continue. At the top it'll say, do you want to load another iOS anyway? Go ahead and make sure it says no and just hit A to continue. Now what you want to do is select the WAD location, so make sure that's on SD card and again press A to continue. Now scroll down till you see your WAD folder, go ahead and open it up. Now what you want to do is install the Dark HBC HBCD Virtual Wii. Go ahead and press the A button on it. And now all you have to do is make sure it says install WAD and press the A button to continue. What that did was just install a Homebrew channel forwarder that allows our Homebrew channel to be in 16:9 resolution. If you haven't noticed, it's been shrunken down this entire time we've been using it, so that is going to give us a fix. Now go ahead and scroll down to USB Loader GX. Now installing this forwarder is going to allow us to run USB GX, and that is going to give us the ability to play Wii backups as well as Gamecube backups from our hard drive. So press the A button, and then again install the WAD, press A. Press any button to continue. And now all you need to do is press the B button, press the B button again, and now press the Home button to exit. When you're brought back to the Homebrew channel, go ahead and press the Home button, and then exit to System menu. Now that we're back on the Virtual Wii menu, go ahead and press A and B at the same time to grab the Homebrew channel, and go ahead and just drag it over a few pages so we don't have to look at that one any longer. So now our forwarder here is going to be our new way to access the Homebrew channel on our Virtual Wii. Now there is multiple options for the color you want to use here. I'm going to just go ahead and use the black one, and I'm including the black one with the package that I gave you guys at the start. So over here you can see USB Loader GX. Now this is going to take us into a system menu that looks kind of like the Wii's, but it's going to have box art and everything for our downloaded games that are on our USB drive. So we need to set up a couple of things in here real quick. Go ahead and launch it. So when it asks for a hard drive, go ahead and press B. And here we are. Now that USB Loader GX is loaded up, go ahead and click on the little gears down in the bottom left and go to Loader Settings, and you're going to scroll down until you see Gamecube. So Gamecube Settings and then Gamecube Mode, hit A on it to change it from MIOS to De-Evolution, and then one more time to Nintendont. Now go ahead and press the B button once and press right on the D-pad to go over to Custom Paths. Now go ahead and open up Custom Paths, and what you want to look for, main GameCube path is set as USB/games. So go ahead and press back, hit back again. And that's pretty much it, guys. Your Wii U is now capable of playing Wii backups as well as GameCube backups, and you have Homebrew in your Virtual Wii in case you wanted to install any Wii Homebrew such as emulators. But there's more than likely a chance that you want to be playing your emulators on the WiiU's Homebrew channel. But it's sort of up to you. Me personally, I already have a ton of games on my SD card as well as a ton of games on my hard drive that I use on my normal Wii. And now that I've done this, I can pretty much just plug my hard drive that I use on the Wii into my Wii U, and it's going to function perfectly for playing my GameCube and Wii backups. I'm going to go ahead and exit back to the Homebrew channel by pressing the Home button and then going to the Homebrew channel. And here you're going to have to plug in your USB hard drive before you launch USB Loader GX. So I've plugged my USB hard drive into slot 0. I'll show you guys which slot is slot 0 here in a second. If you're looking at the back of your Wii U while it's standing up, you'll see two USB ports at the top. One of them says USB next to it. So the left one is your slot 0. Now, this is the only USB that's going to work with your Wii's hard drive. So if you're going to be using a hard drive for your virtual Wii, you're going to have to plug in the data connection into the left USB port. Not this one, this one. Now I'll show you if it's laying down. If this was your USB hard drive, you would plug the top one into there. And if you had a secondary Y cable for it, the secondary cable would go into the bottom USB. Primary, secondary. And now I'm going to go ahead and launch USB Loader GX. Now I could have launched this from the forwarder, but I just happened to exit into the Homebrew channel. So now when USB Loader GX launches, it's going to initialize your USB. And since mine already has a bunch of games on it, they're probably going to come up. So now all you have to do is click this white case up here and then switch from NAND channels to Wii games and Gamecube games and hit OK. When you're looking at the list menu, go ahead and click the WiiU box art here, and then go ahead and it'll say cover download, and just hit the OK button and download everything. So I'm going to go ahead and hit yes. It found all these files, and it's going to go ahead and download them. So all the cover art has finished downloading. I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. And now I'm going to click on the carousel option here. And I just love this. I think this is so clean and it looks awesome. You can scroll around here and look at all your games. So these are all my GameCube backups. I've got quite an extensive GameCube collection on here. And you can see if you go up here and you change this from GameCube games to Wii games, then you're going to go ahead and see all of your Wii backups. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for my part 2 of the virtual Wii modding. I'm going to show you how to install backups to your USB drive as well as rip backups using this program right here of your physical Wii disc collection so that you can play it from your hard drive. So now from here, what you want to do is click the home button and go back to the Wii menu. Go ahead and power off your device. Go ahead and pull your SD card out of your WiiU and insert it into your PC. Now that your WiiU's SD card is open on your PC again, you can now clean up some of these things that you might not need anymore. So go ahead and open up your WiiU folder, and then open up the apps folder, and then delete wapaks.elf. Now you can go ahead and go back to the root of your SD card and open up your apps folder. You can go ahead and hold Control and click D to X CIOS installer. Go ahead and click Dump Me NAND, iOS 236 installer, XYZZ, WYAMM, as well as yet another blue dump mod. And go ahead and click Delete and delete these 6 items. Now go ahead and go back to the root of your SD card again. Click on your WAD folder and completely delete it. Now go ahead and click keys.bin while holding Control. Click nand.bin, keys.txt, wapaksbackup.app. You can go ahead and copy these onto your desktop or somewhere safe on your PC. I'm going to move them into a folder called Virtual Wii Backup. Now that you have those safely backed up on your PC, go ahead and delete them off of your SD card. Now you can also go ahead and delete boot.elf. You can go ahead and delete both of these. Now if you have a YABDM folder, go ahead and open it up, and inside of here, this is where you're going to have all your iOSs that you backed up. Now you're going to want to just drag this entire folder over to your virtual Wii backups. And now you can go ahead and delete it off of your SD card. So now your SD card is ready to be used on your WiiU as well as your Homebrew channel on your virtual Wii. Make sure that you back up all of your virtual Wii items here to multiple locations, preferably the cloud, multiple places such as Google Drive as well as Mega, and then you'll always have these on hand in case you brick your virtual Wii. Now, it's very unlikely that you're going to brick your virtual Wii. I highly recommend not installing any WADs, don't install any forwarders, and stick to using the Homebrew channel to run most of your Homebrew except for USB Loader GX. Those two forwarders that we'd installed are fairly safe and they've never been known to brick anything. You can go ahead and eject your SD card and reinsert it back into your WiiU. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you now have a modded virtual Wii with the Homebrew channel. Thanks for coming to Gaming Canada with me.